Yes.
Hello, I'm Laura.
Hi. It's nice to meet you.
You too. Welcome to the Writing Center.
Thank you.
Come on in. Okay.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm stressed about this paper I'm working on right now. I brought it here.
Okay.
If you want to follow along.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
kind of check it out.
We can help you with that. Have you been to the Writing Center before?
I have not. This is my first time.
Good. Well, welcome.
Thanks.
In the Writing Center, we do a lot of different kinds of things. We really try to tailor the session to the individual student's needs. Can you tell me a little bit about your needs and what you'd like to work on today?
Yeah, I can tell you. I have this paper for a gen ed class right here. And I want to make sure I'm doing everything right that my professor is telling me to do. I brought the assignment with me. You could also follow along with this. So you kind of understand where I'm coming from right now.
Okay, so this is the assignment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm covering everything.
Yeah.
Can't leave anything out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty long. Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, at the first part right here, right off the bat, my professor says he's a really strict grader. So I'm a little nervous about that. And right here, I can't have 3 or more grammatical errors or I fail. So I'm trying to steer clear of that. And that's kind of, I think, like the most important thing that we should work on today, because I obviously don't want to fail. So, that's kind of what's stressing me out. So I think if that's okay with you, we could focus on that during the session.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that you want to work on too?
Well, I mean, it's just there's so much in here. I mean, there's in section 1, I have to accomplish, I think it's, what did I have here? I have to make sure there's a clear definition in the first part. And then in section 2, I have to offer solutions, I'm pretty sure. And then section 4, I have to address the counter arguments. Section 3 is, what was section 3? I think, 3 was evaluation. Yeah, that was evaluation. So I just want to make sure I'm hitting all these points. That's kind of what, I don't want to miss anything.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of guidelines that you're trying to meet. And maybe it would be useful to first talk me through the paper, to sort of walk me through, tell me the main point of each paragraph, and that can give you a better sense of what exactly you are saying in the paper and how you are connecting all of these sections to each other.
Okay, yeah, that actually would be really helpful. But actually, there was just one thing I wanted to ask you before we did that.
Sure.
There is this part that I want to add in my paper, but I don't know if it will fit. I don't know if it'll fit space-wise or if it'll actually have to actually do with my paper. I'm pretty sure it does. It's a personal experience of mine. I was able to go to Papua New Guinea last summer, and I worked with orphans, and this was just life-changing. And I really think that it would go really well on my paper, but I'm just afraid it will be looked upon as bad because I would be using I in my paper. And I'm pretty sure if I read this correctly, I can't use I in my paper. Yes, here. I can't use the first person. So I don't want to risk that. I just feel like there probably wasn't any even point in asking because I don't want to mess that part up. So.
Well, that's a tough decision. From what you're saying, though, just a little bit about what you said about that experience and what I gathered from just skimming and looking at your assignment, it does look like this experience would help actually enhance your thesis, that it could maybe even complicate some of the things that you're saying. In fact, maybe it would even work well with the section where you address counter-arguments. Do you think that you could connect it there somehow?
I think that's section, let me just make sure, I think that's section 2. Right. I think that's what I was considering before, putting it in section 2. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I actually didn't show you this before, but we have a page limit, which I guess isn't too shocking, but I already reached the word limit here, and I don't want to go over one word. So I don't, now that I think about it, I don't think adding this part in about my experience would be a smart move. And there's also a guideline that says that we have to, we can only have a page and a half per section, and I don't want to put too much in one section. Like, I don't want to overdo it with my experience, and so maybe I think I should just keep it what I have now, because I'm not going over the limit. So
okay, I think maybe it would be useful for us to just back up a little bit and think about, what is the purpose of this assignment? What is your purpose in writing this paper? I noticed when I was skimming earlier that it says that the purpose of writing this paper, it says, is to think critically and to question common beliefs. I wonder if...
Yeah, I have that. It's really not... I have that down. It's really not a matter of that, I don't think. It's just... I think I got the idea of the purpose down. I think that's fine. I just want to make sure that I don't... mess up on the grammar part. I don't want that to be the why I fail this paper, and I also just want to make sure I hit on each of these bullet points in the right order, because I don't. That would be really disappointing if I didn't follow these. So, I think that's what we should work on in this session, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
So.